All right, hello and welcome everybody to another edition of Droppin Baums with me, your host Corey Baumeister, as always with the lovely people here at TCGplayer.com, bringing you the best in trading card needs, Magic content, Yu-Gi-Oh content, you name it. Okay, so today we're going to be taking a little change of pace here from our normal standard videos and diving into a little bit of Modern. You know, Modern's a format that I really enjoy playing. I just focus more of my energy on standard because there's more tournaments. Pro tours are standard, but getting to dust off some sack lands is always fun. So this deck was inspired, this deck is a list that I got from the legendary Owen Turtenwald himself. Played it at a GP about a month ago to some mild success, and I thought the list was very cool. I thought it attacked the metagame at a different angle, and it really kind of was thinking about the deck a little bit outside of the box. Now, there's not much you can actually change when it comes to Hollow One still functioning as a whole, because you still need your basic cards. You have your 4 Burning Inquiries, your 4 Faithless Lootings, your 4 Goblin Lures. Like, that is the heart and soul of the deck. Those draw and discard outlets allow you to get cards like Bloodghast, Flamewake Phoenix into the graveyard, while simultaneously drawing you Hollow Ones that you can play on turn 1 or turn 2. That's really the heart and soul of the deck. Beyond that, we have 4 Flamewake Adepts, a card that is phenomenal on turn 1. Getting to play that, following up with a Goblin Lure, or, you know, God forbid, like a Faithless Looting into a Burning Inquiry. You know, you just turn that into a 6-power creature on turn 2. It's really an explosive mechanic of an already explosive deck. You have the 4 Lightning Bolts, a little form of interaction. The deck doesn't interact a whole bunch, but let's get real. Modern isn't about interaction. We know this. Then we go to our Bloodghast and our Flamewake Phoenixes, like I was telling you earlier. That's a card that this deck attacks in so many different ways that if you have an opponent that is trying to bring in all graveyard hate, you just attack them with Hollow Ones or Flamewake Adepts. If they're bringing in all creature removal spells for your Hollow One and your Flamewake Adepts, you beat them with Inevitability in the form of Bloodghast and Flamewake Phoenix. And Lingering Souls is an extra element. If they're trying to spot removal, you go wide by making 1/1 flyers. This deck really is so hard to sideboard against because you have to attack it in so many ways. And that's what really makes this such a dominant force in Modern right now. Moving on from those cards, we have the heart and soul of the deck, the Hollow Boys. Really all you're trying to do is hope these are in your hand after you've randomly discarded cards, and you slap them down. The card is phenomenal, and the card is extremely explosive. Street Wraith is another card that allows you to bump up your graveyard while simultaneously cycling more cards to find Hollow Ones and make Hollow Ones 2 cheaper. And then we got our Delve threats here. Still very effective creatures that hit play on as early as like turn 2, and you could use your other mana to bring back a Flamewake Phoenix and attack. That's your like average draw, is having an Angler on 2 and like bringing back a Phoenix, you know, and that is still 7 power on turn 2. You gotta love when that is your average draw, right? Okay, so moving to the sideboard here, we got 3 Grim Lavamanters. Really great against any kind of small creature decks, you know. It's an all-star against humans, great against Affinity. You know, you're not going to be bringing in this card against, like, Jund or something. You may have targets like Bloodbraid Elf, but that's not really what you want to be doing against them. Jund, the real cards that we bring in are Fatal Push and Big Game Hunters. Being able to take down Tarmogoyfs or Big Ooze for 1 mana, and especially Big Game Hunter when you're discarding this card, you're already getting rid of it, and then you're gaining value. Gaining value by using the Madness cost. This whole deck is about gaining value when you discard stuff, and Big Game Hunter is no exception to the rule. Ancient Grudge, another card that gains value by being put into your graveyard. You notice Flashback Green, be like, we're a red-black-white deck, how can we cast that? We make sure and put 1 Stomping Ground in the deck, along with 1 Sacred Foundry. Now, these would just be mountains, okay? So it's really not hurting our mana base at all because we have so many sack lands. So it just adds that extra element of green and white here. Really makes it easier to deal with, like ensnaring bridges. You don't even have to draw it. You just have to eventually get it into your graveyard, which is big game. Hunter. That was a poor joke. Okay, and then we'll move on to our 4 ley lines. Modern is all about graveyard right now. We can see our deck, but there's plenty of other applications. You see Death Shadow still around. We see Dredge. We see Hollow One. You know, there's plenty of decks that I can't remember off the top of my head right now that Leyline is unreal against. And being able to start with this card on turn 0 and still play all your spells, like, that is, once again, big game. Hunter. Alright, enough of my terrible puns. Let's get to the games. Alright, and let's get to the games here. Alright, well, first sign of business, it's unfortunate that my Stratacast is out of date. I really need to update that. What a weird thing to always pop up. Okay, so this hand is missing a loot effect for sure. But I think it is passable enough where we got to keep it. Because if we get one of those, like, this hand could be explosive. So we're going to keep. We're on the draw, which in Modern is usually not great. Alright. Flooded Strand. Ooh. I think... So we have the option to cycle right away and see what we find. We could get lucky and hit one of our Faithless lootings. But I think the safer... more consistent play would just be to get this Flameblade Adept into play. Now the real question is, do we want a Wooded Foothills for it or just cast a Blood Crypt? And I think we want to get our graveyard bigger, so we're going to go sack for a Blood Crypt. Crack Fetch, take 2. Alright. Then we're going to drop this Flameblade Adept. Alrighty. Pass the turn, see what our opponent's on. Blue, red, huh? Probably some form of Jeskai control would be my guess here, but... Okay. Okay, so... now I think we start by cycling. Hope to get one of those loot effects now. Otherwise our hand is kind of janky. Ooh, got there. I think we're just gonna immediately cast that. Yeah, we don't want to play a land yet just because it might resolve and hit a Bloodghast. So we're gonna Burning Inquiry. See how much he cares about that. Okay, we did not hit the Bloodghast, but we did hit our Hollow One. So, the worst possible. Welcome to the deck. Alright, yep, that is not what we wanted. Okay, so we're gonna play... this. And declare attack for 5. And we'll pass the turn. Yep, discarded Jace, Cryptic Command, and Snapcaster. So we know we're up against a control deck. Which I think would be a good matchup for us. To crack this now, probably. Yeah, we'll crack this now. More than likely, we're just casting the Phoenix this turn. Oh, it looks like we lost... yeah, we lost a Blood Crypt. So that's kind of unfortunate. We can't get a black source for Bloodghast. So we'll get our white mana. Now we could take some damage and then bolt him. I don't think we need to do that yet. Alright, drew the Stomping Ground. Not a black source, so we don't necessarily care right now. So we're just going to play a Phoenix. Yeah, it's unfortunate we discarded that Blood Crypt there. Maybe we should have just played that. That might have been a safer play. But how are we to expect that we were going to discard our only good cards we wanted and keep the ones we don't want in our graveyard? Ooh, this deck, huh? Ruh-roh. Well, let's hope we're not just dead. I feel like this deck has to kill with Kiki now. Well, good thing we saved the Lightning Bolt. Not just any control deck. Bash is in for 2. Puts us to 12. Another Phoenix. Okay. Still stranded with these Blood Gas in hand, so that's not great. We got to play the land to leave up a defense here in case. Alright. Get on in there. Bolts one. Takes the other. Got him to 10, so now our Blood Gas will be triggered if we can get a Faithless looting or something. A Faithless looting would be insane. Even like a Goblin Lure would be fine. More than likely we would get those Blood Gas into the yard. Even a Tassiger would be good. A Gurmag Angler. We got a lot of good draws. Whoa. That shuts some stuff down, that's for sure. It's pretty good. Now the Gurmag Anglers aren't as good now. Yeah, nothing we can do about it. We're okay taking 2. For now. Alright, Eclipse is not what we wanted there. We're going to keep that in hand for landfall triggers. Alright, we're going to pass the turn. Yeah, pretty unlucky. We've only seen one draw discard effect so far, but that's magic. Alright, our opponent only has 2 cards in hand at this point, so that's good. Taking 2 here is a little risky. Could have gone Snapcaster Bolt here. Oh yeah, I think we have to do it now. Okay, got the clock stopped a little bit. Lingering Souls, that's not a good one. That would have been a pretty decent top deck. Alright, got a pass. Snapcaster Bolt is pretty scary. It's probably just going to get aimed at us. Then our clock is not as fast. Yeah, I think we are in trouble this game. We really need him to not have another Bolt or a Snapcaster and top deck a loot effect. Well, we got a chance. Tassiger, not what we needed. Yep, I'm going to pass the turn. Ooh, Kiki Jiki. That will win the game. God, that was a pretty risky play. Could have just attacked. Yeah, I suppose. Doesn't really matter too much. Alright, on to sideboarding. Okay, so Blue Moon combo, huh? Gonna want a Thoughtseize. Leyline doesn't seem terrible. Yeah, I think this is a rather decent matchup. No targets for Big Game Hunter. Fatal Push is pretty dead. We really just want to be doing our game plan here. Lingering Souls, pretty indifferent on that. So we want our Lightning Bolts to interact with the Kiki-Jiki combo. And we want all of our loot effects against them. The only thing I could think is maybe we want Ley Lines. Shuts them down. Shuts down Snapcasters. But it doesn't seem super effective. On the play, I think we just want to just do our game plan. On the draw, I think we'll bring them in, though. Maybe we'll cut one Burning Inquiry. Now, we got to try to possibly search out our swamp a little more aggressively against a Blood Moon deck. I think we're going to leave it very similar to as is. Okay. I would like to play first. Okay, we got loot effects. Hooray. We're going to keep this. Sounds great. Faithless looting is just so powerful. And we really want to draw possibly like a Street Wraith to get this hollow one into play right away. Alright, Faithless looting. No such luck, but we will discard Bloodghast. And Phoenix. Yeah, we're going to discard those two. Goblin Lure next turn. Hopefully hold on to Hollow 1. This is a much better start. Maybe our last hand was a mulligan. I mean, it had stuff, but it didn't have the loot effect, and our draw was slow. You know, we got punished. Okay, so here I think we want to play the Swamp, and we want to just Goblin Lure. Yeah, return Bloodghast. And get the lure going. Hopefully don't discard a Hollow 1 if it resolves. We discarded Hollow 1. That's some unfortunate luck. But not the worst. So far we're bad at this, guys. So far, guys and girls, we are quite bad at keeping Hollow 1s in our hands. That leaves me hollow. It leaves me as a Hollow 1. I need to stop with the dad joke. I think it's becoming a serious problem in my life. Okay, so we can Bloodstained Mire to get white. Now, one thing we really want to do is get Tasigur in play so we can bring back Phoenix. So I think that's going to be step 1. All right, yep, we'll try that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we got to sacrifice this land first. Okay, we're going to get Sacred Foundry. Okay, Tasigur, removing everything but our 2 relevant cards here. Make sure we did that right. For some reason, I think I may have misclicked there a little bit. Double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That's perfect. Tasigur. Does that resolve? Remand. That's a pretty good remand target. I will give him that. So now we just gotta cast Adept. And then attack with Bloodghast. Not exactly how we wanted our turn to go. Even Blood Moon right now we're not too super worried about. Yeah, it shuts down our Lingering Souls to be cast from our hand, but we can just discard it and we have our black mana to actually cast it. So not super concerned about that. But we are concerned about putting a clock on him. Right now, this 3 damage is not enough to pressure him before he can combo kill us. Pestermite at upkeep, it looks like. Which is a pretty good play. Deceiver, Arc, Exarch. Same thing. Nothing we can do about that. Okay, we got a Burning Inquiry. That's pretty good. Alright, we're going to do that right away. Alright, we discarded Lingering Souls, so we discarded a spell we actually wanted to discard. Hooray! First time this match, I think. And we did draw and discard a Faithless Looting. So, now we can bring back the Phoenix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can bring back the Phoenix and cast a Tasigur, but that would leave our graveyard completely empty. Is it worth it? Oh, that's close. Tasigur right now is good. And Phoenix is good as well. The other option, we could just Goblin Lore, or we could just Lingering Souls. I'm not crazy about any of the plays really here. This is a tricky one. So Goblin Lore, we would go up to 6 cards and down to 3. And then our graveyard is going to be stocked. But then we're not progressing as fast as I'd like to be. The most aggressive play is Tasigur and Phoenix. And then we can Goblin Lure next turn. I think it's the play. I think it is the play. Yep, we're going to do that. We got to be pressuring them and just dinking around with Lingering Souls and Faithless Looting flashbacks. We'll probably just get combo killed out. So we're not going to attack with the Bloodghast. That's the only thing he can block, and it's a good block for him. Okay. Now, I guess we lose to, like, Spirit, the guy who adds a red and exiled. I'm blanking on the name. Plus, Kiki right now. I think we're willing to risk that. God, when they could just untap and Splinter Twin right here, that just doesn't seem fair. All right. That was a decent draw. I think we're still going to start with a Goblin Lure. That's unfortunate. We discarded all the spells. Now we do get kind of rocked by a Cryptic Command. That's a hollow one. That's a free hollow one. But is it enough? Probably not. Oh, wow. We get to attack here, huh? Now we can cycle hollow one if we need to push through one more point of damage. 5, 6, 7. That's 11. We're just going to pass priority. A braid, huh? Okay. All right, we're going to play Arid Mesa to get back Bloodghast. Play a free hollow one. And pass the turn and hope he does not kill us. Yeah, if we had Lightning Bolt, he would have just been dead on the spot there, so he's got to know he can just probably go for it, which is unfortunate, but maybe they're missing a piece. Yeah, I don't think Leyline would have done a single thing here, so I don't think we are going to bring that in if we do make it to a third game. Uh-oh. Oh. Hey-oh. So he doesn't have it yet. That is good. We don't have anything if he's got Cryptic, though. Okay. Snapcaster Abrade keeps him alive, I guess. That's unfortunate. Well, I guess Leyline would have technically done something. Alright, probably going to kill Hollow One. Yep, gotta let that happen. Well, wish we would have bolted with that lore on the stack. I don't think it was correct to do at the time, but in hindsight, it definitely would have been nice. We're living on the edge. One time. Okay, we're not dead. And now we can do a cute little thing here that I guess isn't super relevant. We can wait for him to Cryptic and then Bloodghast, but then he can just block. So, yeah, we'll move to combat. Ooh, we could Snapcaster block. Nope. I think we should just get this Bloodghast into play. Alright, bring it back. Go to attacks. It's gotta have a Cryptic command by now, no? Okay. Maybe this one will do it. Lightning Bolt. Snap Bolt. Dang it. So he's got to deal with the Menace guy. And then block, block. Yep. And now we're going to use all but one land here to at least bluff something. Delve too many. All right. And disdainful stroked. Okay, yeah. Now he's just stabilizing. But he's only got one card, so hopefully it's not the combo piece. And next turn we can still bring Bloodghast and Phoenix. The deck never sleeps, that's for sure. Alright. And a Bloodghast. So we're going to play Bloodghast first. Bring back a Bloodghast. Move to combat. Bring back a Phoenix. Hope this is finally enough. Now we're in F6 mode. We got nothing. Now he's got the Cryptic. Oh, Electrolyze, huh? All right, snuck that one out. Woo! That is a battle. That is a battle. You know, maybe we do want Fatal Pushes. I feel like it's going to be very hard for us to lose a game if we can just make sure he doesn't get the combo going. I'm going to read Kiki Jiki here. Make sure I know exactly how this combo works. Okay. Create it. So it is only a 2/2, so we could theoretically kill that in response. So maybe Grim Lavamancer isn't bad. That's interesting. I feel like Lingering Souls is pretty good when all he's doing is spot removal. Thoughtseize seems okay. I think maybe we can take out one of these. And it's a tricky one. On the draw, I think Adapt gets a little worse. Maybe we'll try a couple Fatal Push. Then we have a lot of ways to disrupt. Yeah, we'll try that. The nice thing about this deck is even if we draw cards that maybe aren't good in the situation, you just discard them, you know? So that's a very big deal. All right, I think this hand is fine. We're going to keep. Once again, looking for that looting effect. Wow. Okay, well, we're not going to cast those yet. We're going to do this when this actually gets going. Steam Vents untapped. That's probably dying. I guess we could have Street Wraith there then. Probably would have been right. 3 chances to find a hollow one. Serum Visions. All right. Untap. Let's do some cycling. One more time. One more time. Ugh. Ick. Well, I think we just cast Blood Gas here. It's definitely not exciting. Gotta get pressure, and then we just start phoenixing him. Took a lot of damage there that we didn't necessarily want to. Opt. We do got 2 pieces of interaction though, so that is good. Alright, Goblin Lure is a good one though. Maybe we just Thoughtseize him right away. It might be correct to just Goblin Lure first though. We don't want to be taking that much damage too. Like, this is a lot of damage. If we take 2 and Thoughtseize, I think we just got to start with Goblin Lore. Okay, we discarded 1 Phoenix. That is good. Alright, now we're going to attack. Alright, got in there. Play this Adept. Now we got a looting in the yard for some piece of draw. It's not super great, not super terrible. Okay. We might just cast Phoenix next turn. Desolate Lighthouse. Good loot effect. Hollow one. Okay. I like flashing back a looting here. So then we could play Hollow one for 1. I also like Thoughtseizing and Phoenixing here. And then doing that looting turn the next turn? Yeah, I think that's better. So we're just going to start with the Thoughtseize. See what it gets us. Put him on a decision. Cryptic Command. Okay, we're good getting that out of his hand. Counter draw. Alright, now we're going to take 2 and get a Phoenix down there. I think. You know what? Maybe we loot? We only have 1 Street Wraith left to make Hollow Moon. Or Hollow one good. Yeah, we're just going to play the Phoenix. Ten to 10. A Relic. Relic's pretty good. Relic is very good. Oh, God. That's a blowout. Ooh, he let us loot, though. That's huge. I don't think he saw it in there. Okay, so we're going to discard Fatal Push and Bloodstained Mire. Bloodstain. God, maybe we just discard both lands? So I highly doubt he's going to let us get that Phoenix back. If he does, it'd be a very big mistake. Seems smart to just keep both pieces of interaction and just not worry about the land. That's a tricky one. Fatal Push could be good, but it also is only good with a sack land. So that's a bit of a problem. So we are going to discard it. Yep, now he's forced into sacrificing that. Alright, start our graveyard over from scratch. Hope this hollow one gets the job done. It only needs to connect twice. Ooh, main phase drawn. That's a good sign for us, that's for sure. Okay. We're afraid of an Abrade. Burning Inquiry. Don't think we want to do that now because his hand is clearly not great. So we're just going to say go. Ooh, he's looting again. He's digging. Digging for an answer. Must be flooded. Let's hope we can connect one more time. Another Burning Inquiry. Connect, connect, connect. Ooh, yeah. Alright, now we just gotta wait for our time with this lightning bolt. Oh, he's gonna give it to us right now, maybe. We probably should have fired it off right there. Because the only thing it could have had is remand, and then we just recast it. Yeah, that was stupid. That was a mistake. Hopefully it doesn't cost us. Yep, that was for sure a mistake. Us being at 7 is better than 6. We could be playing some kind of weird game here. Pestermite. Going for a main phase combo, it looks like. And then we'll be able to swiftly lightning bolt ourselves to victory. Hooray! In response, lightning bolt. Get him. Woo! That was a sweater, that's for sure. God, he could have had Pact of Negation, I guess. That would have been bad. Woo! Modern's hard. Okay, stay tuned for the next round. And we are back. All right. Good news, we won the die roll. Bad news, gotta get that Stratocast up to date. One day, one day. Oh, comical. Okay, we got chances here. Okay, we're gonna keep this. This could be explosive. Oh, now here's the question. Do we cycle any of these street race before we start going off here? And I think the answer is yes, because if we get Faithless looting, that's what we're digging for here. A better loot. Oh, and we got it. We got it. Oh, man. Okay, we're going to cycle this right away, too. Okay, this is going to be an insane draw. We're going to Faithless loot. Discard linger. We're land light, to say the least. So for sure Lingering Souls, but at some point it just doesn't matter when you go this many hollow ones. We'll discard one Flame Adept as well, and then we'll cast them boys. Get on in there. Magic the Gathering, welcome to Modern. Oh, God. Okay. Well, we don't know what we're playing against, because that was ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever cast 2 in my openers. Okay. Well, what can we really sideboard in the dark? Like, what deck would just auto lose to 2 hollow ones? All of them? We could safely assume it was some fair deck. Probably not a mirror. Probably not Dredge, because I think they would go for it. So we're not going to bring in Leyline on that mentality. Everything else, it's just a crapshoot, you know? We're just going to keep it the same. Like, I wish I could next level thinking, getting a thought process like that, but it's just too hard. This hand is fine. We'll see what we're actually playing against here. Oh, was the mirror, huh? Oh, Jund. Okay. We don't care too much about that. I guess it's going to hit our Goblin Lore, so that's pretty good. Okay, we're going to start by cycling. Cycle. Loot effect? Really? Okay, we are drawing amazingly. Alright, we'll get the loot. Okay, for sure Bloodghast. Can we discard 4 cards? I would really like to discard 4 cards. Phoenix or Lingering Souls? And I think it's going to be Lingering Souls because we might actually cast that next turn. Yeah. We need another loot effect. When you get so many cards you want in your graveyard, all you want to be doing is looting for the rest of the game. Ooh. Creature cards in graveyards and libraries can't enter the battlefield. Players can't cast spells from the graveyard. Okay, that shuts us down. Yep. So we have 5, 6, 7. We can just get this Angler into play. Ignore all those. Yeah, we'll use the ability. It will not work. Yeah, I think that's our new game plan, is just start beating on in there. Unfortunate for all that value. But what can you do sometimes? Let's hope this string of Phoenixes is going to be enough. Definitely would have brought in Ancient Grudges if we would have known it was Jund. But we did not. Okay. Inquisition. It's going to take a Phoenix here more than likely. Alright. Takes a Lightning Bolt. Interesting. He's got a plan for those Phoenixes. I think a Sackland here just to thin our deck out a little bit more. Ooh, we should have got a Sacred Foundry, though, there, just in case we top-decked a Lingering Souls. That's a bit of a mistake. Alright. No, he has a removal. Pretty good. Let's hope Phoenixes can go all the way. Grafdigger's Cage is a very good Magic card, that's for sure. Okay, there's his clock. We're gonna just Phoenix and say go. We'll Burning Inquiry next turn. We still got a decent play right now. We technically win this race, but once he gets Raging Ravine involved, we severely lose this race. So we're gonna need to find some piece of answer or some piece of interaction or something. Yep, there's that Lingering Souls. Dang it. Yep, we're gonna do it. Got something. Yep, Lightning Bolt. Left us with a whole lot of nada there. Yep, if we would have went for that Sacred Foundry, we'd have 2 less life, but we'd have extra creatures. So that was a mistake. Dang it. He brought in Ancient Grudge. Oh yeah, Hollow one, I suppose. That's not good. I think we're just out of it at this point. Yeah, Grafdigger's Cage is a good Magic card, that's for sure. Adept, I don't think that'll be getting us there. Gonna be discarding this Lingering Souls here anyways. Maybe we can chain together a bunch of Goblin Lures or something, but yeah, we're probably dead here. It's an amazing what a 1-mana artifact will do to you. Okay, so now we're going to bring in Big Game Hunters, Fatal Push. What don't we like? Suppose a couple of Burning Inquiries. That's usually the first thing I take out. Could bring in Ancient Grudge here. Adepts don't seem that great. On the play, I guess they're not terrible. I probably just want to be as explosive as possible while still being able to interact. Which sadly, I think which means not bringing in Ancient Grudge. Which means we could take out the Stomping Ground. Are we okay with just being dead to a card like that? I think maybe we have to be. Maybe. Suppose we could take out something like Bloodghast, one of the graveyard effects, just to mediate if he does draw it. I think I like this. Yeah. So like I said, if he cages us, we can still like go on the beatdown plan. You know, it's a multi-dimensional deck, and they still have to draw that card. So we'll see. We're going to keep this, but it definitely has problems. If he takes the Goblin Lure. Alright. Playing Adept. No hand disruption spell, please, sir. And or madam. No! Yep. All right. Action. Not the worst. Definitely not the best. I kind of just wanted to play a Tarmogoyf so we can big game hunt it out. Graph Digger's Cage coming to play. Yep, we'll have to be okay with that. Alright, now some kind of goblin lore effect to really just be able to hit in for a lot. That's not that, unfortunately. I think we'll just be cycling this. It's not going to be doing much for us. Also bad. Attack for 4. I don't think we can mulligan that hand. I mean, it's only bad if he has the turn 1 discard. It's close. It's close. Maybe we should have just mulliganed. Green. Oh, no. Ruh-roh. This is where it gets very tough to beat Jund. We'll get the Sacred Foundry just in case we draw Lingering Souls. Faithless Looting's a good card. One turn too late, but... Ick. Cycle this. Now we would have been dealing a lot of damage if we would have got that last turn. Yesterday. Gotta play it again. Ick. Yep. This match started off so well with 2 hollow ones and a concession right away, and it went downhill so fast. And here comes our best friend Bloodbraid Elf. Hit a Tarmogoyf at least. Okay, I guess that's fine. God, we just like can't even beat that. A sad Bloodghast. At least we can big game hunt that. And kill that. It's going to take us 2 turns to do it, though. Which I don't think we have. So I think we are just dead. Fight till the very end. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there's nothing we can do here. I don't know. I feel like Jund isn't supposed to be an incredibly bad matchup, but... I think it definitely can go bad. We need our explosive draws. Have to sacrifice this because we have to block. The writing is on the wall. Lightning bolt. Doesn't get anything really accomplished, but we're sure gonna try. Hiya. Yeah, he can just attack with Raging Ravine here too, so yep, that's gonna be game. Okay, stick around for our final round. Hopefully we can do more of what we did game 1 and less of what we did games 2 and 3. Alright, hello and welcome back to our third and final round. We are lucky enough to win the die roll here. We'll start it up. Oh yeah, okay. I can get behind all this. So we have the choice between looting or playing the Adept right away, and I think it's almost always right to play the Adept when you have multiple loot effects. So we're going to do that. See what we're up against. Alright, Affinity, huh? Okay. Alright. Buckle up. Hollow 1. God, I think we got a Goblin Lure. Yep, we're going to Goblin Lure. Because there's no guarantee we can loot and actually cast Hollow 1. No! Our Hollow 1! Well, we'll just have to attack. We got no other play. But next turn we can do a little setup where we can go Adept and Lingering Souls. Lingering Souls is phenomenal against Affinity. Alright. A drum. His mana is turned on. Ooh, a Ravager. That's scary. Scary, scary. Okay, a Phoenix here. I think we still want our play to just be a little bit of a setup turn here. We don't want to attack because he could eat something and find a way to kill this. So I think it's just Adept and Lingering Souls and then pass the turn and kind of have a really good turn the next turn. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to get a red-black land. Alright, Lingering Souls. Play the Adept. And pass. Really set up a monster turn next turn. We could even do something like Faithless loot twice. Seems like a fine play. Cranial Plating. It's good. It's good. We're not super afraid yet. Not going to equipped yet. Interesting. Well, we're going to start with Faithless looting. See what happens. Okay, discard the Phoenix. Because we get to bring it back. And a Blood Crypt. Trigger, 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 trigger. Cycle. Trigger, trigger. We got 4 power now. That's the main thing. A Goblin Lure. Oh, God. Alright, I think we're going to buckle in and really have these Flame Adepts be as powerful as humanly possible. So it was going to be an explosive turn, I did tell you. Wow. Trigger, 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 trigger. Alright, let's see what we got in our graveyard. We did hit a Bloodghast of relevance. Now, there was an argument for us playing that first. playing Goblin Lore first and then playing the land, just in case we hit Bloodghast. But it doesn't really matter that much since he's at 16 and we can't attack with it. And next turn, we're like almost for sure he's going to be at below 10. So that's why I didn't do that, for those of you who were wondering. So we are going to use that remaining red for a Phoenix. I think the only thing we want to avoid is dying. So I think that entails leaving some of these spirits back, if not both of them. Yeah, attacking into them doesn't really pay right here, so we're just going to attack with them. It's a pretty nice attack. This is a pretty nice attack indeed. So his blocks could be... he could block with a Blink Moth and pump it, which doesn't seem great. Yep, he did not. He was just kind of bluffing. Okay, so Ancient Grudges are going to be great. Grim Lavamancers are going to be great. Alright, let's look at Affinity. Now, Affinity doesn't bring in too much hate, really. Doesn't bring in a lot of hate, but it still can just get us. So on the draw, I think we're going to want to not have Bloodghast. No, Bloodghast seems pretty good. We could... yeah, Lingering Soul is going to be great. Could see taking out a couple Burning Inquiries. He was playing red, so he probably has Galvanic Blast, so Adepts are probably going to be worse. Maybe we just don't want any Adepts. That could be very possible. We might just want to interact with Fatal Pushes here. That's probably good. Okay, we're going to go no Adepts. We'll take out a couple Phoenixes. So on the draw, we're just trying to make sure his creatures don't live and snowball on us. And if we do some Hollow One stuff, that's cool. All right. Ooh. Ooh. This is about as close as a no-lander gets. All we need is one land. We have 2 draws for it. And then our hand is very good. We're going to keep this. We're going to keep this. This could be a little iffy. But I've never kept a no-lander that hasn't been iffy, so. Alright, we got a drum. And we hit right away. So we're going to cycle. Lingering Souls. We'll start with Faithless looting. We have a lot we want to discard. Bloodghast being the first. And I want to say Phoenix here. Yeah, we'll get rid of Phoenix as well. Okay. Now, depending on what he does, we definitely might want to just be interacting and do like a couple bolts and then get back to what we were doing. Seems completely reasonable. Like if he just goes Steel Overseer, we're just for sure bolting and then leaving up another bolt. While still getting Bloodghast back. So that is that's definitely relevant. We don't care too much about a Vault Scourge on the other hand. Okay. Well, I think there is a case to be made for getting rid of these creatures. We shut down the drum. You know, maybe we'll Faithless loot and then have one bolt. Now let's think this through. Okay, that might not be right. Do we want to be bolting both creatures right now? Probably not. The only thing it shuts down is 1 mana from the drum, but like we're not afraid of those creatures separately. If they start to snowball, it'll get a little carried out of hand. But right now we don't super care about them. So I think we're just going to start with Faithless looting. Okay. And get rid of Lingering Souls. And Stomping Ground. Oh, I should not have gotten rid of Stomping Ground. Ancient Grudge. Milling one of those and then not being able to ever cast it. Yep, that was a mistake. Okay, we'll get Bloodghast back. Now I think we just want to say go and leave up a piece of interaction here. Alright. Mox Opal. It's already on. Cranial Plating. Yep, nothing we can do about that for the moment. Yep. Now we're just going to kill that. Get a red-black land. Use our lightning bolt. Okay. All right. Another Goblin Lore. At this point, we just have to cast one of those. Yeah. We're going to do that. We want to land. Well, we got it. We lost all of our lures, though. We do have 2 Faithless looting still. Alright, yeah, 2 Faithless lootings and a Lingering Soul and a Phoenix in the yard. And just all the interaction we could possibly need right here. So we're just going to attack. Yeah, we're just going to try to kill every creature here. And probably next turn just Lingering Souls. Alright. Now there's a world where we just kill Signal Pest right here. But I don't think that's correct. In case he straps Blink Moth to Cranial Plating. I think now we'll Fatal Push something. Ravager is scary. Ravager is scary. Yep. Definitely a scary Magic card. So now he could go all in on that, which would be pretty bad. He would have to sack 3 things and then sack the Ravager to it to counter our Lightning Bolt. So I think and then we could just Fatal Push it. So we are going to just Lightning Bolt this. Our Fatal Pushes are more valuable right now. So we want just a red. Yeah, we do want red-black. Okay. We're going to Lightning Bolt. Eats it. That's fine with us. He's going to go second main phase equipped. And then we get to, yeah, now we get to kind of get him. Okay, so we are going to Fatal Push the Ravager, and then when he sacks to put it on the Ornithopter, we can then Lightning Bolt it. Yep, we're going to do that. Maybe he might get extra greedy, too. He did not. We'll Lightning Bolt that. It's left creatureless. And we still got one more piece of interaction. I guess you just drew all your removal. He would be right. If he knew we had one more, it might be a little worse case for him. Amazing how it doesn't get discarded to Goblin Lore, he says. Well, something's got to stay in the hand. Still got a great graveyard here. A lot of different stuff. All right. Can play a Mox Opal. Is this a Master of Ethereum? Yep. It's a little scary. Yep. I think we have to take two here. All right, well, start by cycling. We don't want that in our hand. A Faithless Looting. I think we just want a Lingering Souls here and pass the turn. Yep, we're going to do that. So we want one of those tokens to go to the graveyard so then we can Fatal Push the Master. We really want to get one of our Delve threats so we can start Phoenixing him. That's one part of our draw that's been missing. Okay. Now we get to really do something cute if he, yeah, if this works according to plan, which I think it will. We get to get both the creatures with one Fatal Push. We'll go double chump. Go, yep. We're going to Fatal Push the Master to get them both. He might have a little bit of salt after this. Alright, so I kind of want to just Burning Inquiry here. He only has one card, so he'll be left with one special card. That's fine. Two Faithless Looting. We did hit a Bloodghast. Need to maximize this a little bit. We got a lot going on here. So one Bloodghast. So we're going to just want to Faithless Loot again. And I think we want to actually discard the Faithless Looting here and play the land. And we got all the lootings in the yard. Now we'll start casting them from graveyard here. Alright, let's make sure we got all our lands here. There's the Sacred Foundry, Stomping Ground. Ooh, no, it doesn't matter. Ruh-roh. Well, that could be bad. We're still going to get the land. Graveyards are gone. That timing is fantastic. All right. Oh, we're definitely not out of the woods here. Let's hope these blood gas can go the distance. Welding jar does nothing. Cranial plating does nothing. Hollow 1 does a little something. We get to cast it. That should lock it up. We did draw a lot of pieces of removal, but, you know, when you loot constantly, eventually you're going to get there. All right, put him down to 2. This was a good match, though. This was a very good match. I think he may be typing up some salt right now. Always entertaining when it happens when you're recording a video or streaming. Part of Magic Online? It shouldn't be, that's for sure. But okay, so that's the match. All right, Hollow 1. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching. As always, Corey Baumeister, Droppin Bombs with TCGplayer.com. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.